Hello folks, welcome to episode 1 of our 17th season here at RFC Liege. I am the Custard Prophet and we have got a lot to pack into this episode. We've got new transfers, new staff members, we've played Liverpool in pre-season randomly, and a bunch of other stuff, so let's get into it. Right, where to start? Yeah, so we've had a little bit of a turnaround in staff. Let's do the boring things first. So we have a new assistant manager in place. Our previous assistant manager has retired, so this is the new guy that we've got in. Reasonably strong assistant manager. Signed him from Cercle Bruges and actually paid a little bit of money for him, so quite pleased with that. And look how well our coaches are, or how good our coaches are compared to the rest of the league. We've also our club doctor randomly, or chief doctor randomly retired, and you can't actually get one of a new doctors, and it's not actually a searchable thing in the game, so you just get assigned one. So that's happened. But I guess the exciting stuff is we have made some transfers and we had some money to play with. We didn't do an awful lot with that money, but we did have a massively increased wage budget. So let's have a look what we have done. So outs, we've got a few outs to go through. Just have a look at the release players. I don't think there's anyone particularly interesting here. Yeah, Mays, the young right back who just didn't fit into the squad very well. He has gone. He's a reasonably good right back, but yeah, I'm particularly we don't actually have a right back. Maybe we'll end up going back for him. And this lad Simon Ferreira, who has gone to Châteauroux, and yeah, hopefully does all right there. But a couple of long-term Liège players who have left permanently. Abel Jans has gone. Let's have a moment of silence for that. Great centre back, but we've moved past him unfortunately. 61,000 to Eindhoven. Saidi also left. Both of those two were kicking up a fuss last season, so that's kind of why I got rid of them. Valette and Theory both gone on loan, which works well for me. Diakundia also on loan, and probably the biggest, well certainly the biggest out is Ayoube Benis. I was going to bring him in and give him some games this time, but Ghent came in with a fairly sizable offer. We managed to increase that offer a little bit to 2.1, rising to 2.6 million. I think there's around a 20% sell-on clause as well. So we're pretty pleased with the outcome of this. He was a good player, and I was hoping to play him a little bit, but you know, we got a load of money for that, so that's not bad. Now the ins are, I think, exciting. So we've had one place what we were trying to improve is right back. We've yet to manage to do that yet, but we've got some good players in here anyway. So let's go through them. Giovanni Bahar from Pexvoll. He is someone who will hopefully finally be the player that works in that central midfield role. He can also play very effectively slightly higher up, but he's an all-round very, very good player. There's not much not many negatives in his attribute list. I mean, maybe positioning, you might want that a little bit higher, but you look at some of the things he's got. I mean, the aggression of 18 might be interesting. See how that works. I mean, he's got a low tackling, but he's not going to be in a position where we're expecting him to win the ball back all the time. But really, really good vision. Passing's not bad either. And yeah, I'm excited by this guy. Good balance, and that's, as we've discovered, is important for those more advanced playmakers who are going to be running with the ball a little bit more. So there's a lot to like there, and pretty fast as well. So upgrade on what we had before. Nicky Valencic from Wolfsburg on loan. The guy we had last season has gone back. This is the replacement left midfielder. He's better as an inside forward or inverted winger, and we'll be playing at that. But he is just rapid and very, very good on the ball, and reasonable crossing. I think he can offer a lot. Technically very, very good as well. So I think he's going to be a really good player. Unfortunately, he's injured for a month, so that's not great. One day before the match, he gets himself injured. Not happy about that, but it is what it is. You might recognise this guy. Remy Pernin is back on loan. Now, I primarily brought him in to provide some cover in that central midfield role and the advanced midfield role. Well, not cover, he's probably going to be starting majority of games, but a really strong player. Look at the passing and vision combo there. He's improved exponentially. Last time he was with us it was about 8 years ago. He did okay. I think this time he's played. We played for Genk. He's last season got some game time for them. So I think he's definitely good enough to be part of this side. And then finally, we have brought in a goalkeeper, Tim Kramer. He's on loan from Tim Kramer's on loan from Olympique Marseille. He's not a massive upgrade on Fernandez, but what this does allow us to do is Fernandez and him are going to compete for the first team spot, and I think that's what we were missing last season. So we'll see how he does. He's not so great at one-on-ones. That's a bit of a disappointment, but I sort of look at how he's done in the past, and he's done well for the Olympique Marseille second side. He did well for young PSG. This is his first opportunity, really, in a first team, well, in a club rather than playing for the second team or the youth. So I'm excited to see how he does. He's not the best goalkeeper, but I was really struggling to find someone. I wanted a bit of agility, some youth, and I'm just a bit concerned by some of these. He's not going to rush out or punch too often by the look of it. He's not eccentric at all, so that's probably a good thing. I love that. The attribute reflects the goalkeeper's tendency to do the unexpected with or without the ball. Now, I always see that as a bad thing. Maybe that's something. Do you want to let me know? Do you want to see me research that particular attribute for the attribute breakdown series that I'm doing? Right, so that's exciting. As you can see, we've still got about £3.8 million in the bank, which is great. We're going to be playing STVV today. No idea how this is going to go, but we finished last season really fantastically. Pre-season, look at this. We played Liverpool, lost 3-0, but we've had a pretty good pre-season. Beat Lokomotiv Moscow 3-2. That was a good result. Valencic, Van Dam, and Gerrard were the goals. The loss against Liverpool, we weren't too bad here. They had a lot of shots on target. I think that was the difference. But yeah, pretty good, pretty pleased with that. Then we played Eupen. I don't know why we were playing at a neutral venue, but we were. 2-1 win. Wapatale and Van Herk with the goals. And finally, we drew away at Rupel Boom, which wasn't the best result, but as you can see, it was a somewhat rotated squad. So here we go. We are going to be playing STVV today. How are we going to start this season? I'm excited. I think we've got probably the best squad we've ever put together in terms of our in terms of the season preview and the odds of us going down, or no, odds of us winning the league. We're not bottom. We've got we're not bottom at all, actually. So I think it's around 1 in 250 is kind of where the odds are. So that's pretty good. So we're improving. We're definitely better than we were last season, and much better, I think, than 2 or 3 years ago. I'm excited by Rico Bailey, our young Gibraltarian player. So let's get into it. Let's see how we do. Look, Standard have lost already. Ha. So the team that we're going to be going with, there is some players you know here, some that you don't, but it's going to be exciting. And it's 4 new starters, perhaps, maybe 3. So we got Van Herk is leading the line, and on the left side, Otto is slotted in there, but Valencic will be playing there, and we'll probably be playing Otto up top. Just behind Van Herk, Pernin is back at the club, and then on the right side we have Bailey. Baha and Robert are our central two midfielders, and then the back line is, well, it's a back line we saw last time. A Jewel is still here. We extended his loan. Picard, Jewel, Wapatale, and Mayanga with Kramer in goal. We've got a really strong bench and a really strong group of players who aren't on the bench. The likes of Ewan, Julian, Coleman, Ruba, Carey, all not able to get on the bench, and Valencic and Sikorsky, the helicopter, are out injured. But really excited by this, and let's see how we do. Let us see how we do. This is going to be fun. It would be awesome if we had a good season, wouldn't it? This time, it's going to be this time. What will happen is there'll be no highlights, and it'll finish 0-0 or we'll lose 1-0 with a lucky goal or something against us, and it will just be really annoying and drab. Right then, here we go. Are you excited? I know I am. We've got an interesting team out. We've got a few players making their debut. Is it going to be a good debut for them? Let's hope. We're going to go balanced, I think, from the start rather than cautious. We had almost no possession, which is interesting, but it looks like the first highlight has gone to them. 16 minutes in. It's pretty even in terms of shots, 2 shots each. But they run through us. We have managed to get the ball off them, but pretty much nothing lump up the field didn't really help us. Montenegro, Latifa at the back. We feel they're gonna come forward quickly. We just need to get our foot in, don't we? They look like they're probing, waiting for the chance. That's nicely done. We got away with that. I don't know how they got on there, but yeah, Van Herk loses the ball. No, he's got a free kick out of it, so that's all right. So we're going to play a little bit wider. We don't really have the possession, which is interesting. So which is a rare thing for us. We seem to hold on to the possession quite well. We'll shoot on sight because we're not getting a lot of shots out. And we'll go with that for now and see. We've still got a few minutes of this half to go. Well, we've reached half time. It's pretty much exactly what I said would happen. We have looked all right, not particularly great. They haven't looked particularly great. We've not seen much from anyone really yet. So let's hope for a better second half and fire them up. Probably don't need to. Who is it? Baha is already looking like super. I think he's really aggressive, isn't he? So we are going to go just a little bit more positive. Let's see if we can sneak something here. Not seen a highlight yet. So we've reached the 60-minute mark. We're going to do a little bit of changing around. We're going to bring Gerard on. Van Herk's come off. We've not seen much from young Bailey at all on the right side. We're going to say run at defence because we do have players now who are capable of doing that. And we're going to bring Pernin off and bring Van Dam on. We know Van Dam has a goal in him, so let's see if he can get that today. Well, it is a ball in, and unfortunately it looks like it's going to be a breakaway chance for them. He's running through our entire team. Aslan here, and it's straight into the goalkeeper's hands, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, I'd have been gutted if we'd have given that one away. That was a real chance. Right, we've gone be more expressive. We're looking to focus down the wings a little bit. See how that works. Just really haven't seen much from anybody. Is there a highlight here? Every highlight we've had so far has kind of come back to us, but it's Otto. Is that going to be offside? Is it going to be offside? It looks like it should be, but it doesn't look like it is. Otto has scored a goal. It's 1-0. I mean, it's not been the greatest game, but Gerard and Van Dam just plays it in. and Otto, so Van Dam, my sub, yeah, and Gerrard combining, and Otto going up top, just about onside. That was well timed. That run was very nice. So we'll move back to a balanced approach. We don't need to go for this anymore. They're going to probably come out at us. So we're just going to take that be more expressive off. I'm going to go back to a slightly narrower attacking style. And what we will do, I think, is bring on Jacquot for Bahar, who's looking aggressive and tired. That's probably not the best combination. But if we can pull this one off, that would be a great start to the season. So Mayenga's got it. It looks like it's another highlight into Bailey. Bailey plays it early. And he looked like he was going to find his man. It wasn't a great ball. So Picard into Jacquot. Jacquot's through. Otto hits 2-0. Otto. Oh, is he going to turn into some goal-scoring Supremo? 2 chances, 2 goals. That is what I like to see. Oh, that's much better. Look at us. 4th. We're brilliant. Oh, here they go. Here's the comeback now in like 5 minutes. Ball out, and here we go. The sooner, yeah, they're putting the pressure on to try and score the goal. And Bailey, is he going to give Otto? He has. He scored his hat trick. What a start! Top scorer in the league, I imagine. Well, I didn't see a 3-0 victory coming after that first half, but that's what we've got at the minute. Look at that top 3. You wouldn't have put that money on that at the start of the day. Well, Agbo is going to play it in, and we have cleared it, but none of our players got on the end of it. Fur looks like he's trying to beat his man. Robert, a nice little challenge there, and Kramer does well there. Yeah, that's something. So another opportunity here right at the end. It's Gerrard. Gerrard plays it into Bailey. Oh, Bailey's lost it, unfortunately. But we're coming forward again. Picard. Forward for Gerrard. And it's... What is this? A foul? Is this any sort of... What is this highlight? That's playing it really quickly. There's nobody there. That's dreadful. Right, I don't know what that was. Anyway, we have won. Otto with a 9.1 average rating. Team played well in that second half. First half was very drab, but we scored 3 goals in the last 10 minutes to win the thing. That's pretty good. Looked awesome in the last 10 minutes. Why we looked awesome in the last 10 minutes, I have no idea. But did I make a change? Did I change something around? I can't remember. I said, yeah, it was be more expressive I put on. Maybe we need to do that. Anyway, I'll look back at the video. Right, then let's see what that does. So, I mean, it's awesome that Otto has got his goal. It's absolutely brilliant. I think he looks a great player. The problem we have with Otto, and this is a massive problem, is his contract. He has a minimum fee release clause of 375,000. So at any point he could just be plucked from our grasp, which would be absolutely terrible. It was the only way that I could sort this out. It was a really hard deal to get done, and yeah, that's what I had to put in there. But I have tried to renew his contract, but he wants far more than we can afford. So, yeah, well, let's enjoy him while we've got him. Right then, so there we go. We are second in the league. It's not going to last, but I think it's pretty damn good. I'm pretty pleased with that. I think we've got some great players in there. I think it's probably a slightly... sort of papering over the cracks result. I don't think we deserve to win 3-0, but I think we deserve to probably win 1-0 maybe. They did have a chance, and and our defence did look a little bit suspect in places, but Kramer looked quite solid in goal. So let's have a look what games we've got coming up. We have got to play Standard. That's coming quite quickly. I wonder whether, I don't think we've played Charleroi in quite some time, so I think we'll do that one. We'll play the Charleroi game and then possibly the Mechelen game, something like that. Yeah, get an away game in there as well. But that's a decent start. And 14,278. That is a big crowd for the first game of the season. I think that might be a sellout. There'll be a few of those coming back. Anyway, folks, hopefully you'll be coming back. And if you enjoyed the episode, please make sure you hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of green dots on this schedule when we come back. I'll see you then. You'll find out. Bye-bye.